Today, I want to talk about something deeply personal, yet universally relatable: becoming the hero of your own story. When we think of heroes, we often picture characters in movies, books, or legends, people who overcome great challenges, inspire others, and achieve extraordinary feats. But here's the truth: you don't need a cape, a superpower, or even a magical sword to be a hero. You just need courage, determination, and the willingness to embrace your journey. You are the protagonist of your life. The moment you acknowledge this fundamental truth, everything begins to shift. Too often, people drift through life, feeling like passengers on a train they never meant to board, with no clear destination in sight. But life isn't meant to be lived passively. It's your story, your journey, and your choices that determine where you go. Recognizing yourself as the main character in this unfolding narrative is the first and arguably the most important step in becoming the hero of your own story. Taking ownership of your role starts with responsibility. It's tempting to blame external circumstances for the challenges we face, bad luck, difficult people, or the unfairness of life. While it's true that some events are beyond our control, what truly defines us is how we respond to them. Heroes don't wait for someone else to save the day. They act. They make choices. They take charge of their destinies, even when the odds seem insurmountable. When you acknowledge your role as the hero, you take responsibility for your actions, your emotions, and your future. It's not about being perfect. It's about being accountable. This mindset shift often requires courage. It's not easy to step into the role of the protagonist, especially if you've been living on the sidelines of your own life. Doubts and fears creep in. What if I'm not strong enough? What if I fail? These thoughts are natural, but they don't have to define you. Heroes feel fear too. The difference is that they don't let it paralyze them. They move forward despite it. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to act anyway. By claiming your role as the hero, you're choosing to face life head on with all its uncertainties and challenges. Another key aspect of acknowledging your role is realizing that no one else can live your story for you. It's your unique path filled with your experiences, dreams, and lessons. Comparing yourself to others or wishing for someone else's life is like trying to read someone else's book while neglecting your own. Each person's journey is different, and that's what makes it beautiful. You have the power to write a story that's entirely your own, one that reflects your values, aspirations, and individuality. By embracing this, you free yourself from the limitations of comparison and step into the freedom of authenticity. Stepping into the role of the protagonist also means embracing the idea of change. In any great story, the hero evolves. They grow, learn, and adapt as the narrative unfolds. Similarly, acknowledging your role means accepting that growth is a natural and necessary part of life. You're not the same person you were a year ago, and you won't be the same person a year from now. That's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's essential. Growth often comes with discomfort, but it's through this process that you become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. This journey isn't about perfection. Heroes stumble, they make mistakes, they have aha moments of doubt and vulnerability, but these moments don't define them. What defines them is their ability to get back up, to keep going even when the road is hard. By acknowledging your role, you give yourself permission to be human, to make mistakes, to learn from them, and to keep moving forward. Every setback is an opportunity to grow, every failure a stepping stone to success. Lastly, recognizing yourself as the hero of your story means giving yourself permission to dream. Heroes have a vision for their future. They imagine a better world, a brighter tomorrow, and they work toward it. What is your vision? What do you want your story to look like? The possibilities are endless, but they start with you. You have the pen in your hand. You have the power to write the story you've always wanted to live. Acknowledge your role. Accept that you are the protagonist of your life. When you do, you'll realize that the story has always been yours to tell. Life is full of challenges. Some are small, like everyday inconveniences, while others feel monumental, threatening to overwhelm us entirely. Yet, it is through these very challenges that we find our strength, discover who we truly are, and grow into the people we're meant to be. Every great hero in any story faces trials, obstacles, and moments of despair. What makes them heroic is not the absence of struggle, but their willingness to confront it and grow through the experience. When faced with challenges, it's natural to feel fear or resistance. As humans, we're wired to avoid discomfort and seek safety. However, growth and transformation lie outside of comfort zones. The challenges we face, no matter how daunting, are opportunities in disguise. They test our resilience, our resourcefulness, and our courage. Without them, we would never fully realize our potential or appreciate the depths of our inner strength. Like a sword forged in fire, we too are shaped and refined by the pressures we endure. Heroes understand that challenges are not obstacles meant to stop them, but stepping stones toward their goals. The path may be steep and the climb exhausting, but every step forward is progress. Each setback becomes a lesson, each difficulty a moment to build strength. Adopting this mindset requires a shift in perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" consider asking, "What is this teaching me?" This question turns adversity into a teacher, transforming moments of hardship into valuable life lessons. It's important to remember that challenges do not mean failure. In fact, failure is often the necessary part of growth. Many of the world's most successful individuals have failed countless times before reaching their goals. Each failure was a stepping stone, a chance to learn and try again with greater wisdom and insight. Heroes understand that falling is not the problem. It's refusing to get back up that stops progress. Every time you rise after a fall, you prove to yourself that you are capable of enduring, learning, and moving forward. Facing challenges also requires resilience, which is not something we are born with, but something we build over time. Resilience grows when we push ourselves to face difficulties, even when they scare us. It's built when we decide to keep going, even when the road feels impossibly hard. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel tired, sad, or afraid. It means that you trust yourself to keep moving forward, no matter how heavy the burden feels. Over time, this strength becomes a cornerstone of who you are, enabling you to face future challenges with greater confidence and composure. Another important aspect of embracing challenges is recognizing that you are never alone. Even heroes in the greatest stories rely on allies, mentors, and companions along the way. In your life, there are people who can support you: friends, family, mentors, or even professionals. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It shows that you are committed to overcoming your challenges and are willing to seek the tools and guidance you need to succeed. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network can make even the heaviest challenges feel a little lighter. It's also worth noting that some of the greatest challenges we face are internal. Self-doubt, fear of failure, and limiting beliefs can be some of the hardest battles to overcome. These internal struggles require self-reflection, self-compassion, and a willingness to challenge the negative narratives we tell ourselves. Heroes often face their darkest moments alone, wrestling with their fears and insecurities. But by confronting these inner demons, they emerge stronger, more self-aware, and more confident. The same is true for you. Facing your inner challenges is a necessary part of growth and transformation. Ultimately, challenges are what give life its meaning. They make the victory sweeter, the lessons more profound, and the journey worthwhile. Without them, life would be flat and uneventful, lacking the moments that test our mettle and define our character. When you embrace challenges instead of avoiding them, you take a significant step toward becoming the hero of your own story. You recognize that every hardship is an opportunity to grow, every obstacle a chance to prove your strength. So as you face the inevitable challenges in your life, remember this: they are not there to break you. They are there to build you. They are the chapters in your story where the hero faces adversity, learns valuable lessons, and ultimately triumphs. These moments, as difficult as they may seem, are shaping you into the person you're meant to become. And when you look back on them, you'll see that they were not the end of the story, but the beginning of your transformation. We all live by a script, whether we realize it or not. It's the narrative we tell ourselves about who we are, what we're capable of, and what we deserve. This script is often shaped by our upbringing, past experiences, societal expectations, and the opinions of others. Sometimes it's empowering, but far too often it's limiting. It tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or strong enough to achieve the life we want. The truth is, you don't have to accept the script handed to you. You have the power to rewrite it. You can create a new story, one that reflects your dreams, your potential, and the person you aspire to become. The first step in rewriting your script is recognizing the narrative you're currently living by. What do you tell yourself when things get difficult? Do you believe you're destined for failure? Do you think success is something that happens to others but not to you? These thoughts, often deeply ingrained, shape your actions and your life. If you've been living by a script that limits you, it's time to question it. Where did these beliefs come from? Are they true, or are they simply stories you've been told or have told yourself for so long that they feel real? Once you've identified the limiting beliefs in your current script, it's time to challenge them. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have that this belief is true? More often than not, you'll find that these beliefs are based on fear, past failures, or the opinions of others, not on facts. For example, if your script says, I can't achieve my goals because I've failed before, consider this. Failure isn't a permanent state. It's a stepping stone, a lesson in what doesn't work, and an opportunity to try again with more insight. Rewriting your script involves replacing these limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of I can't, tell yourself I'm learning and growing, and I can. Changing your narrative also means letting go of the idea that your past defines you. Your mistakes, failures, and setbacks are not the final word on who you are or who you can become. Too often, people cling to their past as if it's a prison, believing they can't escape it. But the past is just one chapter of your story. It's not the entire book. You have the power to write new chapters that take your life in a completely different direction. Your future is not determined by where you've been, but by where you choose to go. Rewriting your script also requires a vision of the story you want to live. Who do you want to be? What do you want to achieve? What kind of life do you want to create? These questions are essential because they give you a roadmap for your new narrative. Take some time to imagine your ideal future. Picture it in vivid detail. What does it look like? How does it feel? This vision becomes the foundation of your new script, guiding your decisions and actions as you work to make it a reality. It's important to understand that rewriting your script is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Life is dynamic, and so is your story. As you grow and change, your script will need to evolve with you. There will be moments when old doubts creep back in, or when life throws unexpected challenges your way. During these times, it's crucial to revisit your narrative, remind yourself of your vision, and recommit to the story you're creating. Growth is not linear, but every step forward, no matter how small, contributes to the larger arc of your journey. As you rewrite your script, surround yourself with people who support your new narrative. The characters in your story matter. If you're constantly around individuals who reinforce your old limiting beliefs, it will be much harder to embrace your new narrative. Seek out those who encourage you, believe in you, and inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Their presence can help reinforce your new script and keep you focused on your goals. Finally, remember that you are both the author and the protagonist of your story. No one else has the power to dictate your narrative unless you let them. Rewriting your script is an act of reclaiming your agency, your power, and your potential. It's a declaration that you are not a passive participant in your life, but an active creator of it. The process may not always be easy, and it may require courage and perseverance, but the rewards are immeasurable. By changing your narrative, you change your actions. By changing your actions, you change your life. So take the pen in your hand and start writing. Your new story begins the moment you decide it does. And the best part? The possibilities are endless. Finding your purpose is one of the most transformative steps in becoming the hero of your own story. Purpose gives life meaning, direction, and energy. It's the compass that helps you navigate the complexities of life, ensuring that your actions and decisions are aligned with your values and aspirations. While the idea of finding your purpose might sound grand or even overwhelming, it doesn't have to be. Purpose isn't necessarily about changing the world. It's about finding what makes your world meaningful and fulfilling. Purpose often starts with self-reflection. To discover your purpose, you must first ask yourself some important questions. What do I value most in life? What brings me joy? What motivates me to get out of bed in the morning? What kind of impact do I want to have on the people around me? These questions may not have immediate answers, and that's okay. Discovering your purpose is a process, not a single moment of revelation. I think it requires time, introspection, and a willingness to explore what truly matters to you. One way to begin identifying your purpose is by reflecting on the activities, experiences, or causes that make you feel most alive. Think about the times when you felt deeply engaged, fulfilled, or proud of yourself. What were you doing? Who were you helping? How did it feel? These moments often hold clues to your purpose. They reveal the things that resonate with your core values and ignite your passion. For some, this might involve creative expression like writing, painting, or music. For others, it might involve helping others, solving problems, or contributing to a cause they care deeply about. Another important aspect of purpose is recognizing that it doesn't have to be tied to a single lifelong goal. Many people feel pressured to define their purpose as one grand mission, but the truth is that purpose can evolve. What feels meaningful to you today might shift over time as you grow and change. The key is to remain open to this evolution and allow your purpose to adapt as your life circumstances and priorities shift. Purpose is not a fixed destination, it's a guiding star that evolves with your journey. Purpose is deeply personal, and it doesn't have to align with anyone else's expectations. Society often pushes certain ideas of success like wealth, fame, or status as markers of a meaningful life. But true purpose comes from within. It's about what feels right for you, not what looks impressive to others. The beauty of purpose is that it's unique to every individual. One person's purpose might be to raise a loving family, while another's might be to build a business, pursue scientific discovery, or fight for social justice. There's no right or wrong answer. It's about what aligns with your heart and values. Finding your purpose also involves looking beyond yourself. While personal fulfillment is important, purpose often grows when we connect it to something larger than ourselves. This could mean contributing to your community, supporting a cause, or simply making a positive impact on the lives of others. When your actions benefit not just you, but also the people and world around you, your sense of purpose deepens. It gives you a reason to keep going even when the road gets tough, because you know your efforts are making a difference. Purpose is what helps you persevere through challenges. When you have a clear sense of why you're doing what you're doing, it becomes easier to stay motivated even in the face of setbacks. Heroes in every great story have a purpose that drives them, a mission they're willing to fight for no matter the obstacles. Your purpose serves the same role in your life. It's your why, the reason you keep pushing forward even when the odds feel stacked against you. Purpose gives your struggles meaning and turns your journey into something greater than just survival. If you're struggling to find your purpose, remember that it doesn't have to be grand or earth-shattering. Purpose can be found in the small, everyday actions that bring you joy or make someone else's day a little better. It might be found in teaching, creating, volunteering, or simply being there for the people you care about. The size of your purpose doesn't matter. What matters is that it feels meaningful to you. Even small actions can create ripples of impact, and those ripples can grow into waves. Ultimately, finding your purpose is about living authentically. It's about aligning your actions with your values and allowing yourself to pursue what truly matters to you. When you live with purpose, you wake up each day with a sense of intention and direction. You become the hero of your story, not because of what you achieve, but because of the meaning and passion you bring to your life. So take the time to explore, reflect, and discover what drives you. Your purpose is already within you, waiting to be uncovered. And once you find it, you'll unlock the strength, resilience, and inspiration you need to live your story to the fullest. Heroes are defined by their actions. They don't sit on the sidelines, waiting for life to happen or for opportunities to come to them. Instead, they take bold, decisive steps toward their goals, even when the path ahead is uncertain. To become the hero of your own story, you must embody this same spirit of action. It's not enough to dream about the life you want or plan every detail. You must take action to turn those dreams into reality. The process may feel daunting at first, but each step forward brings you closer to the life you envision. The biggest barrier to taking action is often fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown can paralyze even the most ambitious individuals. But heroes don't let fear dictate their actions. They acknowledge it, face it, and move forward despite it. It's important to understand that fear is a natural part of growth. The discomfort you feel when stepping into unfamiliar territory is a sign that you're pushing beyond your limits and expanding your potential. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the willingness to act in spite of it. Action doesn't always have to be monumental. In fact, the most effective way to make progress is often through small, consistent steps. Many people delay taking action because they believe they need to have everything figured out before they start. They wait for the perfect time or the perfect plan, which often never comes. Heroes know that progress begins with a single step. Taking even the smallest action can create momentum, and that momentum builds over time. Whether it's making a phone call, researching a new opportunity, or committing to a daily habit, small actions can lead to significant results. Oof. Taking action also requires embracing imperfection. Perfectionism is one of the most common obstacles to progress. It convinces you that unless you can do something flawlessly, it's not worth doing at all. But perfection is an illusion, and waiting for it only delays your journey. Heroes understand that mistakes and setbacks are inevitable, but they also know these experiences are valuable. Each misstep teaches you something new, sharpens your skills, and prepares you for the next challenge. Instead of striving for perfection, strive for progress. Celebrate your efforts, no matter how imperfect they may seem, because every effort brings you closer to your goals. Another crucial aspect of taking action is learning to trust yourself. Doubt can be a persistent companion, whispering that you're not ready, not capable, or not worthy. But heroes quiet that voice by believing in their ability to figure things out along the way. You don't need to have all the answers to start. You just need to start. Trust that you can adapt, learn, and grow as you face challenges. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build by repeatedly taking action and proving to yourself that you're capable. Heroes also understand the importance of persistence. Taking action once is easy. Continuing to take action, especially in the face of obstacles, is where true strength lies. There will be times when progress feels slow, when results aren't immediate, or when you question whether your efforts are worth it. In these moments, it's crucial to stay focused on your why. Why did you start this journey? What is the larger goal or vision driving you? Keeping your purpose in mind can reignite your motivation and remind you that every step, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. It's also important to recognize that action doesn't exist in isolation. Heroes often have allies, mentors, or supporters who help them along the way. Don't be afraid to ask for help, seek guidance, or collaborate with others. Taking action doesn't mean doing everything on your own. It means leveraging the resources and support available to you to achieve your goals. Surrounding yourself with positive, encouraging individuals can provide the motivation and accountability you need to stay on track. Lastly, taking action requires a mindset of commitment. It's easy to start something with enthusiasm, only to abandon it when the initial excitement fades or when things get tough. Heroes, however, are committed to their journey, no matter how long or difficult it may be. They understand that meaningful change takes time and effort, and they're willing to put in the work. Commitment means showing up for yourself every day, even when it's hard, even when progress feels slow, and even when doubts creep in. It's about honoring the promises you made to yourself and staying true to the vision you're working toward. In the end, action is what turns dreams into reality. It's what separates those who wish for change from those who create it. By taking bold, consistent, and purposeful steps, you become the active creator of your story, shaping your life into one you're proud of. So don't wait for the perfect moment or let fear hold you back. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Each action, no matter how small, moves you closer to becoming the hero you were always meant to be. Believing in yourself is the foundation of becoming the hero of your own story. No hero ever achieves greatness without first having faith in their own abilities, strengths, and potential. The power to overcome challenges, take bold actions, and pursue your goals lies in your belief that you are capable of doing so. If you don't believe in yourself, it becomes incredibly difficult to take risks, make progress, or persist when things get tough. Self-belief is what fuels the courage to step into the unknown, to try new things, and to keep going even when the journey seems uncertain. Self-belief isn't about arrogance or thinking you are invincible. It's about trusting that, despite your imperfections, you are resourceful, adaptable, and capable of growth. It's about knowing that setbacks and failures are not reflections of your worth, but part of the learning process. Heroes don't see themselves as flawless. They see themselves as individuals who can learn from their mistakes, build resilience, and keep moving forward with determination. To cultivate self-belief, you must start by challenging the negative self-talk that often holds you back. The voices that tell you that you're not good enough, that you'll never succeed, or that you're not worthy of success need to be silenced. Instead of focusing on your perceived weaknesses or past failures, shift your attention to your strengths and achievements. Celebrate the small victories, acknowledge the progress you've made, and remind yourself of the challenges you've already overcome. Each success, no matter how minor it may seem, reinforces the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way. Another key aspect of self-belief is the willingness to take risks. Stepping into the unknown requires confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes next. When you trust in yourself, you are more willing to take those risks, knowing that even if things don't go as planned, you have the strength to learn, adapt, and move forward. The road to success is rarely linear, but those who believe in themselves keep pushing through the bumps and detours along the way. Ultimately, believing in yourself empowers you to take ownership of your life and create the story you want to live. When you trust in your abilities, you unlock the potential to become the hero you were always meant to be.